All right, let's talk about something you use every single day, probably without even realizing it. We're going to pull back the curtain on the powerful, kind of invisible brain that stops your favorite apps from just poof, crashing. To really get why it's so important, let's kick things off by imagining a few total disasters, each from a very different point of view.
Okay, first, let's put on our serious professional hat. Picture this: the server for a 10 million player game launch just dies. Boom. The party is over. All that hype, all that money, it's just gone in a puff of digital smoke. It's an absolute catastrophe.
Now, for the rest of us, the failure is way more public and way more embarrassing. Think about it. It's that one single laptop running a massive viral TikTok concert. The lights, the sound, everything. If that thing freezes, oh, the cringe level is critical. Millions of people just watched your epic fail live. Ouch. And what if you boil it all down to the simplest possible idea? Well, it's the single biggest cookie that everyone wants. And if that one cookie crumbles, nobody gets snacks. And, that's just really, really sad. Okay, so we've got a dead party, a super cringy concert, and a crumbled cookie. What on earth is the one single thing that connects all of these disasters? What is this one critical piece they're all describing? Well, they're all talking about something called a Mission Control Platform Server, or MCP Server for short. And what's really cool is we can actually define it using those same three perspectives we just heard from. All right, let's get technical for just a second. A Mission Control Platform Server is the physical computer, the actual box, that runs a business's single most critical application. This is the hardware that is dedicated to one and only one absolutely essential job. But in plain English, it runs the app that absolutely cannot ever go down. We're talking about things like Amazon's checkout button or the main feed on Instagram. If that one server fails, the company isn't just embarrassed. No, it's losing millions of dollars and a ton of trust with every single second that ticks by. But really, the simplest and maybe the best way to think about it is this. It's the remote control for my favorite cartoon. If I hide it, no one gets to watch. That one remote is in charge of everything. So this thing sounds incredibly important, right? But here is the crucial catch. You don't just go out and build one of these on day one. Oh no. When it comes to this, timing is absolutely everything. So what's the rule here? Well, from the tech side, you build it only when your app is stable, proven, and absolutely essential. From the business side, you invest in this when you need the power of a NASA rocket, not a tricycle. And to put it really simply, you don't bake a giant cake until you're sure all your friends are actually coming to the party. Okay, enough with the theory, let's make this real. We're gonna run through 5 quick, real-world examples so you can see these brains in action everywhere, from your lunch order all the way to your school grades. First up, fast food. Let's say the server for that new taco tracker app goes down. I mean, how many hangry people are going to start crying? In that world, the MCP server is that one machine running the software that handles every single mobile order and payment for the entire company. One server goes down, nobody gets their tacos. It's really that simple. All right, next, my dinosaur toy needs to know who's winning the big game right now. Yep, for online gaming, the MCP server is the one responsible for instantly updating that global leaderboard. It has to be perfectly accurate and always online 24/7 for millions of players who are demanding fair, real-time results. No excuses. Okay, next scenario. A movie theater's ticket server fails on the opening night of the biggest superhero movie of the year. You know what that means, right? That's how riots begin. In this case, the MCP server is that central point of sale system. It is the single machine that coordinates every ticket sale and every credit card payment across the entire theater chain. If it fails, the whole business just grinds to a halt. Oh, this is a scary one. What about school? If the server that holds all the report cards crashes right before they're supposed to be sent out, what happens to my GPA? For a school district, the MCP server is basically a digital fortress. It's the heavily protected, dedicated database server holding every student's record and every final grade. For a system like that, reliability and security are completely non-negotiable. Okay, last one. Where is my giant pizza? The delivery truck is lost. We have to find it. And this is a perfect final example. In the world of logistics, the MCP server is the central system that's calculating the fastest, most efficient delivery routes for thousands and thousands of packages every single hour. It is, quite literally, the brain of the entire delivery network. Okay, wow. So we've gone from gaming to pizza to grades. Let's wrap this all up. After seeing all of that, what is the one core idea you should really take away from all this?
Here's what you need to remember. First, the MCP server is the crucial brain. Second, timing is everything. Don't build this powerhouse until you absolutely need it. And finally, in the simplest terms you can imagine, never, ever hide the remote control.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. The next time you open up your favorite app, doesn't matter if it's for ordering food, playing a game, or booking a ride, just take a second and ask yourself, what's the crucial brain? What's the MCP server that's making all of this work so perfectly? I promise, you'll start to see them everywhere.